My parents came to Canada over 25 years ago when I was 2 years old. Although since the first grade, every class that I had been in had a mix of Black, white, Asian, Indian, etc. students, the amount of immigrants then does not even compare to what it is now in Toronto. My parents had a hard time with 2 kids in a foreign country where few at the time spoke their language, and leaving their families behind in the days where Skype, Facebook, or even cell phones and computers weren't a thing. I had a bit of a hard time growing up because I felt caught between 2 worlds, and even as the number of immigrants increased, I felt that I couldn't really connect to a lot of people from my country because I had been here from a younger age, and I also felt that I didn't have the same freedom that a lot of my white friends had. Nevertheless, I think my family and I did a great job of balancing both worlds, taking good things from both cultures and over time finding others that had been through similar experiences. I thank my parents every single day that they brought me somewhere where I can go, say, do, and dress how I want, because that's not the case in my home country. As a Canadian immigrant, I have never felt discriminated against, ignored, or belittled in Canada because of where I'm from. But I can't say the same for when it comes to what I think. For the first time in my life, I'm starting to actually feel like a minority. Being called racist for expressing my opinion, being told to shut up and sit down by those who claim to advocate for women, feeling like I need to walk on eggshells around people in fear of saying something wrong because the feelings of others are always more important than your own. Being told to shut up because simply no one cares. It's funny that in a world that keeps trying to shove tolerance down our throats, how impatient we are with others. A lot of people ask us, why do you guys care? Why don't you just ignore this? Why do you let it get to you? Now, I'm not here to lecture people on what they should or shouldn't care about regarding politics, current events, or any issue. Life is too short, we can't care about everything, and we have to pick our battles. So I have no judgment or disrespect for those who want to stay out of these conversations. But I care because I think these issues affect us all. Through policy, through education, through the criminal justice system, through the fact that so many of us are finding it so difficult to find work that we enjoy. These issues affect how much we struggle in our day-to-day lives. I come from a country where you can be killed for criticizing. You could be killed for your beliefs or simply just being at the wrong place at the wrong time. So forgive me if I think talking about uncomfortable topics is important, and that freedom of speech is something to fight for in the country that I now call home, the country that has always been home.